What are you doing?
I'm relaxing, which is what the viewers like to see on a travel programme.
No one wants to see you relax.
And I'm taking in this beautiful view that you're oblivious to.
This is absurd. This looks like the red button feature on Glastonbury. Get up.
Where are we going?
Gyrocopter, mate.
I'm Captain Saad.
Oh, I'm Captain Saad in my own way.
Captain Timur.
Captain Timur.
How's it going?
Timur.
Nice to meet you.
Well, with reluctance, let's step on board.
Okay.
How long have you been flying these planes?
6 months now.
6 months.
Yeah. We're gonna enjoy today.
Yep. 6 months. Six short months.
A brief Google tells me that the unpowered blade and free auto-rotation provides the lift, while the propeller on the back provides the push. This feels like an episode of Wacky Racers. And according to these dudes we don't know and have just met, they're almost worryingly safe.
Oh. David, if you still have the option to not take off, I would take that option. Repeat, if you still have the option not to take off, I would take that option.
I don't think I have the option.
All the best. Wow. This feels like a mode of transport for someone who just loves wind.
Our 20-minute flight allows us to see Wadi Rum at height and legally work with unpackaged food.
I'm trying not to look down.
That very much defeats the object of being in this.
I drink in every delicious moment.
Richard, are you relaxed?
David, I'm not relaxed. I've just realised what we look like.
What?
We look like Delvoid's car has just taken off into the sky. That's very good landing.
How are you?
Well, I mean, I think that needn't be done twice.
I've always wanted to know how it might feel to be a wasp in a hurricane.
Good gravy.
Our next target is the winner of the lowest place on Earth that isn't submerged or subterranean category. That's right, the Dead Sea.
Is it very salty?
It is 34% salt,
How much is a normal sea?
3%.
I tell you what bothers me.
Please.
Very salty water.
Yes.
It's going to hurt, even cuts you don't know you've got.
Right.
If you've got a tiny nick from a difficult bowel movement, that's going to really sting.
What a lovely Christmas message this is.
Well, Christmas, you have to think about that. But some people eat a lot at Christmas.
Not sharp stuff. What are they eating? Holly?
Are you going to take your top off?
How dare you?
I'm going to take my top off, though.
Of course you are.
Is that okay for you?
Why don't you go into the water and then playfully remove your top and throw it to shore?
That's what you'd like to see, is it? That's what you've been thinking about whilst we've been standing here?
No, I'm just trying to think of a way not to get the mic wet. I feel very uncomfortable with that.
Beautiful.
The whole lake's shrunk 30%. Probably won't be here next Christmas.
Go on, Richard, you've got to go on your back.
I don't want to go on my back.
That's the point, you float in it.
It's not why the sea's here.
It is.
It's not. That's not why it is. That's weird. That's weird. Very weird.
Look at that.
It's bloody salty. I've got that in my mouth.
Come on, Richard, it's Christmas.
Sorry, I've gone all Robbie Fowler, but I've got a lot of salt in my mouth.
Are you still definitely not going to float?
I can't float. It's not right. Oh, good night. I'm going to come out of this frickin' saline dumping house.
Can you get me some crisps? Salt and vinegar.
Why are there so many Morris dancers standing around me?
Well, they've all retrained to become toboggan jockeys.
Really?
Yes. Hi, can we mount up? Okay, there we go.
Right.
It doesn't seem very stable, does it?
Not really.
Gotta say, I don't love this. This is not what you want to do as a control freak,
No.
for sure.
I'm very much in the hands of these burly men.
Yes. Okay, oh, that was close.
Quite interesting.
That was very close to that drain. You do know what you're doing, Lance, don't you?
For 2 kilometres from the town of Mont down to Funchal, we literally slide along the road in a greased basket.
I think I've achieved most of the things I want to in life. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if I were to die today... So that was a junction
Yes.
with cars on it.
Yeah.
Fine. We're heading for the sea.
Yes.
There's a ramp and you go straight onto a Saga cruise ship. I feel they're doing that just to test us.
Well,
Certainly know what they're doing.
all very different.
On the toboggan!
Our voices now at full partridge, we skid to a halt.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Heck of a ride. Heck of a ride.
We head for downtown San Antonio.
I'm looking forward to more of that.
San to the an to the tone to the EO is Maxi Aqua-E.
I hope this is my last time in a wetsuit.
And in a grueling hour, Sir Stud Alex will bang on about the alternative board sport of flow riding.
Look at him, loving life. I can't bear it.
Until you go the full Big Wednesday.
Well done, Alex.
Lay down on the board.
With visible enthusiasm, I board the board.
1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay.
Oh, that's really good! Amazing!
Now look at me. Roll over. Why? Roll over. Why did I do that? Yeah! Yee-hoo! In that way, that way, that way. And the experience has stopped. Give on there. Oh, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It's good. It's great.
The time has come for Knappett to be strafed by surf.
Knees on the board, the feet into the water, okay?
It's as simple as that, Jess.
Yeah. Yes. Hey. Okay.
The cameraman, exhilarated by the escalating athleticism, realizes only slow-mo can capture the poetry and flips a switch.
No hands and lean back. That's good. Yeah. Great. Very good. Okay.
It's a living hell.
Yeah.
There's only so many times a man can slide up an angled paddling pool, and I exceed that number of times.
Well. These guys have been in business for over 130 years now. One of their most iconic soaps is this, the soap on the rope. They didn't invent that, Imperial Leather did that, we all know that.
That was a lot of
Klaus
information.
Porto.
With a flip load of fragrances to nose, we start to scrub up.
Are we small or is the sink big?
Sorry?
It's the sink. The sink is big.
This is a sink. It's a Portuguese marble.
Have you ever sat in the sink?
No,
That's-
no,
okay.
it's very small for me.
If I was left to my own devices,
I would sit in the sink.
Yeah, I'd be right in there.
Oh my God.
I guess that's what makes you more of a professional than us.
Yeah.
Yes, maybe.
We've never had jobs.
The chemistry undeniable, Carla squirts forth with the citrus, blackcurrant, crushed roses, and cedar wood.
It's made with a vegetable glycerin.
Okay.
So
Is that the stuff that they use in bombs?
I don't know. I never made a bomb, so I don't know the composition of it.
Correct
Okay?
answer. We're actually undercover police.
Yeah. It's inspired in the city of Porto. See if you like.
I'm not sure how I feel about what just happened.
You didn't feel good about smelling my hands?
I think you tried to normalise something that was really weird. At least give me a verbal warning.
At which point, I douse with locally sourced eucalyptus and pine.
Do you like the fragrance?
It's pleasant. Nish?
That smells great. Thank you, Richard.
Not at all.
As intimacy builds,
Heck of a shot. Don't you dare cut into this.
we move on to what many might call the main attraction.
Then you rub it with your hand. Let me help you.
Oh, like that's how
That.
you're meant to do it.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a hanging device.
Pow!
Yeah, nice. The OCD cop. You flash soap instead of your badge.
Nish Kumar, nice to see you. Hi,
Hello.
I'm
Hello.
Nish.
Nice to meet you. Hello.
This is Richard.
I'm not Nish.
Promessas de cera, or wax promises, is a Portuguese Catholic tradition whereby wax body parts are bought and subsequently placed on an altar in an act of prayer and healing.
Do you have troubles with your ciabatta currently?
What's this?
Male breast.
Male breast?
That's quite a flattering portrait
I
of
mean-
either of our breasts.
Whoever's breast this is keeping it tight.
Yeah.
What's this one?
Lap band.
Oh,
The throat.
Oh, throat. I do have a slightly dodgy throat.
that's the first purchase. What have we got going on in here? Wax butt?
Yes.
That's always going to be funny, isn't it?
I'll take a bladder. You're taking just anus.
I don't want to discuss why I'm taking this.
But your silence speaks volumes. And also my ram's been a nightmare.
You've very confidently slapped down a tenner.
I have. I've made it rain to the tune of 10.
It's a short rap video that you're
It is. And I will declare that against tennis.
Thanks a lot.
Have a
Thank
nice
you.
day.
Can't wait to solve my butt problems.
At last.
Body parts in the bag, we canter to the 18th century church of Our Lady of Carmo. Here, people once made offerings for those recovering in the adjacent hospital.
Wow. This is incredible.
I mean, there is such a thing as too much. I feel like Harvey Keitel in Mean Streets.
You don't pay for your sins in the church.
You do it in the streets. Ram, throat and bladder, my legal advisors.
Paired with a man of my unparalleled empathy, it's no wonder Nish starts to dish.
I do have a self-diagnosed case of IBS.
What are your symptoms?
Some mornings it's torrential. Volume and
Ferocity?
consistency. Absolutely furious.
Okay.
Sorry.